So the 3420, if you look at this channel, you'll see that it is the only pathway through which the sacral gets directly to the throat center without passing through another center. So any other way that the sacral gets to the throat, it has to go through either the G or through the spleen or through the spleen and the will or through the solar plexus or down to the root and up. It can go all kinds of other ways, but it always has to go through another center. And so this hardwiring, if you will, this 3420 is really fast. And it is individual. It's in the individual circuitry. And technically, and this is where it gets a little messy, technically, anytime we have a motor to the throat, it's what we call manifestor energy or manifested energy. But it's not really manifestor energy because this is the sacral. And so anytime we have a sacral, it makes it generated. So this is kind of where you get manifest generated, because we've got that manifestor thing, which remember is internal nonverbal creative flow, right? And then you have the sacral, which is responsive. And so you have this channel that is technically really, and actually Ra used to teach it as a manifested channel but he changed it later on down the road. But in the beginning, he used to teach this as manifestor energy because it was a motor to the throat that operates very quickly, that's oftentimes nonverbal. And those of you who are time benders or manifesting generators, you know you have sometimes that internal nonverbal action-based energetic flow that happens sometimes without the words. And it's really fast. And so what we see sometimes with this channel is that people who have this defined oftentimes don't have what we call a pure sacral response. So that that doesn't always happen with this particular channel. Yes, they still are manifesting generators. Yes, they're still responding to opportunities in the world like generator types, but the actual access to the sacral sound is iffy here, because usually the connection here is so fast and that truth is so fast that when we talk to a manifesting generator with the 3420 and we try to access the sacral response or the sacral sounds, it's oftentimes it's just fast. It's just, and it won't oftentimes be the is actually too slow for this channel. So sometimes you'll hear people say things like, if they have the 3420 defined, they'll say, yep, or yeah, or I know, or yeah, or okay, or there's something that'll plop out of their mouth really fast, but it's not really So if you talk to pure generators who have their sacrals turned on, or I had last week I had the opportunity to spend a couple of days this weekend hanging out with my grandsons, and they're both generator types, and they're 2 and 3 and 4, and so they're still very much like they like make all those sacral sounds, and that's their natural sound. But the manifesting generators don't always make those sounds. In fact, I have my oldest son is a 3420 manifesting generator, and his sacral sound is I know. That's what he says.